See, I love how confident and you just have this sense of self where you're like, and I'm going to do it this way. And then it's going to work. Is there any like failures that you've come across, like where you tried something and it didn't work? Or can you give us how you do that? Because I'm sure people are like, well, that'd be great, but I can't push myself like she does.
Look, for me, everybody's definition of failure is different. My definition of failure for me, it's very personal. And I believe this for everyone, but I'm going to give you my 2 cents. Failure for me is not doing. Okay. So if I have a feeling and I want to do something and try it out and it doesn't work, it's okay. I would rather have tried than not try. Because for me, having regrets to me is the worst feeling ever. I can't have regrets. So, again, what does failure mean really? And what does success mean? You have to define it for yourself. But no matter what, you can't get caught up in it. You just have to move, again, forging ahead and reinventing yourself and dealing with change and obstacles and learning from your mistakes and just embracing it. Just knowing like, okay, so I made this mistake. And what am I going to do the next time not to make that mistake? And each mistake gets you closer and closer to where you're supposed to be at the end of 2012.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, man, you were really busy at that time. Was there anything like, how did you handle all of that and run, I mean, three quote unquote companies with everything else?
I'm a workaholic. So again, like I'm up till like 4 o'clock in the morning doing things. And I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. I know it's wrong because you need a balance in life, but that's just how I'm wired. I've always had to work. When I was in college, I had to work full time, like work 3 jobs and go to school full time because my mother was a single parent. And I went to a very expensive school. I went to NYU, so I had to pick the most expensive school. And so I've always had a very strong work ethic. And then after college, believe it or not, I was in the music industry. I worked in recording studios, which was open 24/7. So talk about working your butt off. So I've always gravitated towards, companies that you work really hard. I've worked for entrepreneurial high-tech companies. So that's my personality and that always fits. So it's something that I'm working on now. I have a business coach, even though I coach other people. It's important. And this is another important thing. It's very important for a leader to have a business coach. I don't care how great you are. You always should be trying to improve yourself. I'm a very competitive person, but I compete more with myself than with my competitors. I don't look at my competitors that much. I look outside the industry. But if you're always competing with yourself, you'll never be good enough. You'll always be trying to do better and better. And I think that's important as a leader, because if you don't do that, you're going to become very complacent. And this world is changing very quickly between technology and the way things are done and, the industries. So you have to be a step ahead of the game. And if you don't improve who you are as a leader, your management style, and really be honest with yourself and know your weaknesses, then, you're one step ahead of everyone else.